Hey guys. Okay, so I'm trying this new lighting setup, and that is primarily because all the light outside is gone, and so I needed something else. So we're using my ring light today. Hopefully it gives a good enough background. Okay guys, so I'm pretty sure that I perfected my clean girl makeup, my version, Madison's version. So I wanted to do that today. I'm just gonna basically walk you guys through my clean girl makeup routine. I pretty much perfected it this morning, so I'm gonna show you the routine I did. First things first, whenever I do a clean girl makeup look, so this is like very simple makeup, it goes super quick for me. So first things first is I always start out with a good base. I took a nap right now, so I kind of look a little bit dead, but I always start out with clean skin, usually use a vitamin C peptide serum, and then moisturizer. I have a lip mask on my lips right now just because I'm gonna let my lip mask sit and while I'm doing my makeup. And this is the Avatar ColourPop collection. This is from Tower28 Beauty, and it's the Jasmine Tea Lip Mask. I've been loving it so much. Then I put on like a dewy, glowy sunscreen, tinted sometimes, tinted not, it really depends. But I use the Coats Flawless Complexion SPF 50 for my base here. So now I'm gonna move on to my first step. And this is the Hero Cosmetics Rescue Balm. And this is basically a green tinted balm that I did not use a lot there. Basically I put it over any redness or dark spots that I have just because it helps even out my skin tone. So as you can see, I have like a cluster of acne scars right there. So I'm just putting that right there. I don't put on too much. And I also have a zit right here. So you know what, let me put on a little bit. This is basically just a color correcting cream, and it works so well. It's one of my holy grail products for makeup, for skincare in general. Now I'm going to do a little bit more color correcting, and I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Color Correcting Fluid, and I'm going to put a little bit of this basically all over any acne scars or redness that I have. I don't put on a lot. Well, actually, in contradiction, this might be like a lot. So this is what I have on right now. And I'm going to just take my Sephora Pro Blender, and I'm going to just set this in. So my obsession with clean girl makeup is pretty simple. I just saw it getting viral on TikTok, and I really liked it. And that's my story, that's my truth, and I'm pretty sure we all have an obsession with looking nice and skincare, clean, and very pretty. So that's my obsession. Now I'm going to put my concealer, and I'm going to actually let this sit on my face while I do my brows. I learned this from Michaela on TikTok. I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. But I'm just putting a little bit of concealer on, and I'm gonna let this sit on my face while I do my brows. For my brows, I'm using the e.l.f. Brow Lift, which is a clear brow wax. You can see like all the indentations I've made with my spoolie. Get my spoolie, that's my good spoolie. I need my low spoolie. So there's two things I like about this. It stays forever. And another thing I like about it is you only need like the tiniest bit of product. So I'm taking my spoolie and I'm just literally like barely dipping in it. There's like a tiny bit on the brush and that's it. I'm gonna sneeze. Ooh, okay, that could have been bad. So my brows have no product on them. A lot of times I have like sunscreen in my eyebrows. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of this wax and basically move my eyebrows upwards, combing through each individual brow hair. And it takes me a long time to kind of perfect the look that I'm going for. I don't like super up brows. I like just a natural brow. I gotta just follow the natural arch of my brow. And now I'm gonna take this other spoolie on my Morphe 158 brush and just, that should be good, and just basically stick down the end hairs. So that's what I'm doing here. One brow done. Now I'm going to do the same thing on my other brow. Again, dipping in super lightly, barely touching it because it lasts forever, and a little bit goes a long way. Just combing each individual brow hair, going upwards. You know, I've seen a lot of people do their brows like this, like just all the way up, and it looks so good on them, but it just doesn't look good on me. So there is that. Ooh. Okay, perfect. Now that that's done, I'm gonna blend out my concealer, but before I blend that out, sorry, my nose is running, I'm going to use a face spray of any type, and this is my Trilogy Hydrating Mist Toner. I'm just gonna use a little bit of this, just put it on my face, and I like spraying this product or any any mist on my face because I find that whenever I blend it out, the finish is just really glowy and beautiful. So I'm just blending this. And then I'm going to show you the blush highlight combo that I use, as well as the bronzer that I use. So basically the look here is color correcting and just doing a little bit of concealer, and that just makes me look less dead. Makes me look a little bit more alive. Now that that's done. Next step is going to be, let's do bronzer next. Let's do Tower28 Bronzer. I don't know if you can tell. I've talked about this, like, pretty sure in every single video I have, which is I make two, but still. I literally hit pan on this recently. I use it all the time. But before I do this, let me go ahead and set my makeup a little bit. So I'm just going to use a little bit of setting powder. This is the one from Laura Mercier. I'm actually testing this out. It's actually like a mini that I stole from my mom. But I'm testing this out. And I don't have like a powder brush, but I have this larger eyeshadow brush that I don't really use. So I'm just going to put a little bit of powder in this lid. And I'm going to take a little bit, and I'm just going to set my concealer. So right here. I set just basically where I add the concealer. A little bit on my nosy, a little bit on my forehead, and my chin. I just set the places where I put the concealer, and that usually, I've noticed that it really helps my makeup stay on my concealer, at least. Now we're gonna use some bronzer. This is again the Tower28 bronzer, and I'm just putting a tiny bit on my forehead. The reason I like this one is because it's very dewy, but it still is gorgeous, and it shows up and it makes me look a little bit less pale. And now I'm gonna show you how I basically bronze my nose. This is the brush I use, just a little eyeshadow brush, and I basically put a little bit right here in the corner, right here, and a little bit on my nose, basically. Just trifecta, just not really trifecta, I suppose it's more of like a square type of shape. I'm gonna use my beauty blender. And I like doing this because it bronzes my nose, and it also just makes me just feel less pale. The goal here is to look clean and less pale. That's literally the goal. Anyways, okay, I'm sorry, my nose is running so bad. Anyways, next we're gonna use blush and liquid highlight. So I use Rare Beauty for this, since these are my favorite. I've been obsessed with the shade Bliss, so I'm gonna put a dot right here. I like a lot of blush. If you don't, that's your prerogative, but I do. So I'm using this dot, and then I'm gonna apply the Rare Beauty highlighter in Mesmerize. I need to get a full size of this. This isn't the mini. I need to get a full size. So this is what I have so far. I'm gonna take my blush brush and just blend this out. This is not the only highlight I'm going to use. I'm going to use a little bit more. If you can hear my dogs barking in the background, I'm sorry. Milo does not know that I'm filming. I feel like that's not enough blush. Maybe it's just because of this ring light, it makes it look a little bit different, but I'm gonna add a little bit more blush. Usually my lighting's different whenever I'm doing my makeup in the morning, so let me just add a tiny bit more. No pain, no gain. Just a little bit more blush. There we go, that's better. Now, when it comes to highlight, you could stop here. You can kind of see that there's already a sheen from the Rare Beauty highlighters, but I like a lot of highlight. So I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt highlighter in the shade Wattabrat. This is a gorgeous pink highlighter. You can kind of tell now in this ring light just how pink this is. And I just take my highlighter brush and I put a good amount on, and I put it right there. Ooh, so pretty, lasts all day, and I love this highlighter so much. So I just put this on my cheeks because I find whenever I put it on my nose that the glitter tends to like get all over my face. And I love glittery highlight, but I don't like it on my nose because I noticed that the glitter kind of gets all over my face, and I only want it on my cheeks. So yeah, but I do want more nose highlight, so I'm gonna use my Cocoa Kind Maylite highlighter stick, and it's basically just what I said, a highlighter stick. It's this really pretty rose color, rose bronze, and I put some right on the tip of my nose, buns it out with my finger, and then I take my sponge and just do like that. So I have double highlight basically on my cheeks and on my nose. The final, is that the final step? Yeah, that's the final step, besides my lips. So another thing I love doing is I love using a little bit of inner corner highlight. So I'm going to use just a little Real Techniques brush, dip into the same highlight shade, and put a little bit in my inner corner just to add a little something, a little sparkle. Inner corner highlight is like a little bit more. It's one of my favorite things ever. So there's that. Now when it comes to lips, I always put on a little bit of tinted lip balm first. I'm putting on a little bit of this one. This is the Sephora Peach lip balm. Just adds a nice color and payoff. And I usually use a clear gloss or a lip oil. So the two that I have for this are where is it? Okay, so I usually have 3 colors. Like whenever I do this makeup look, I have about 3 different things that I might use. So I either use my Ulta Beauty lip oil. Love these. These are so thick and juicy. This is in the color, I think this one's Sweet Apple. Yeah, it's like Sweet Apple. This is the Tower28 clear gloss in the shade Chill. And this is the Item Beauty Lip Quip in the shade Come Through. So I'm gonna put a little bit on right here. This is the Item Beauty one. So I like these Item Beauty ones. The thing is though, is that they barely have like any products. So Madison, right, I'm gonna come after you for a second, cause I got this, I wanna say like 2 weeks ago, I wanna say. And whenever you put in the applicator, like all the gloss goes up and it looks like the whole tube is full. But as soon as I take it out, it's like halfway there. She's definitely cheaping out on product, that's for sure. Hate to say it. But I do like these lip oils. I also like her mascara. But I usually don't do mascara whenever I do these looks, just because I don't wear mascara on an everyday basis, just because I haven't found a really good one that doesn't leave my eyes looking raccoony. Okay, and that pretty much finishes the look. But there's 2 final things I do though. So I mist my face one more time with my facial spray. This is again the Trilogy Rose Toner, just to give me like a really dewy finish, right? And so I let that dry. And then I usually spray this on top as an extra sun protection. So obviously I'm wearing my sunscreen underneath all this, but I also use the SunBum Face Mist SPF 45. I've been loving this stuff. It does smell like artificial bananas, so if you're not into that, you might not like this, but I am not really into bananas myself, but I do get over the smell simply because it's a really good product. It doesn't burn my eyes, and I definitely think it's a dupe for the Supergoop one that I wanted to try. So I'm not gonna spray it right now because I don't need it right now, but you just shake it up. Here's the spritzer, and then you just spray it all over your face right before you go outside, as just an extra SPF protection. Wear your normal SPF. Don't be using this as just a singular SPF. Wear your normal SPF. But this is a really good option for reapplication throughout the day, because if you're like me, you forget or you get lazy and you don't really want to ruin your makeup just by like rubbing sunscreen all over it. So this is a really good alternative that I love. So yeah, that is my everyday clean girl makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this. All the products will be linked down below. Thank you for listening to me ramble. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good day. Are you still into clean girl makeup? Let me know. I don't know if this trend is over. Kind of probably is, because it's not trending on TikTok anymore. But I hope you guys enjoyed my version of it. Just really simple, glowy makeup. If you guys like these clips, I'm gonna link them as well. They're from ColourPop. Literally, they're my favorite thing in the universe. Anyways, hope you guys have a good day. Love you so much. Thank you for watching, and yeah.